Hi, I would like to introduce myself like how we always introduce ourselves in Cara. My name is Chelsea. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, and my dad, John, died when I was 9. He died of complication of diabetes. He was in and out of hospitals my whole entire life, and I was gone away at a summer camp when he died, so I never got to say goodbye. At the time, I was going to a private school with very, very privileged children who have never, ever experienced loss. I'm talking grandparents on both sides. I was the only one, an outsider. No kid could come even close to what I was feeling. The nun who worked there told my mother merely a month later to buck up and move on. Without family or without much support on the outside, my mom searched for help for both of us, and that's when we were first introduced to Cara. To this day, I still remember Liz trying to quiet us down, but we were too excited for the steam room battles, which might I say I was very good at. If I had a rough day, or if I was missing my father, I would look forward to coming to Cara small group because I could go up to Mary or any of the adults, and I knew they would listen to me fully and try to help. After a while of time being in the small groups, someone suggested I go to Camp Erin. At first I was hesitant to go because I didn't want to spend a weekend being sad. But let me tell you, I'm so grateful I went, and it's changed the way I view life and death. This camp is one of a kind because it's so full of love and healing and growth. Even though you know the campers for only a weekend, you trust them with all your heart. And I still have strong relationships with the kids I've met because the bond you create there is like no other. I went from feeling alone and sad to loved and accepted. My biggest takeaway from Camp Erin was that any emotion is okay. Whether you're feeling mad, sad, confused, relieved, it's all normal. Often we're taught there's one path after someone leaves your life, that you're supposed to be sad, and after a short amount of time you move on and you learn how to live your life again, but it's nothing like that. It's like a whirlwind of emotions. It's all different for each person. It fades and comes flooding back. With Camp Erin, I was taught that whatever I was feeling was okay, and that I would be more than this tragedy in my life, and I will grow. I need not to forget my father, but rather keep him alive through honoring him and remembering him and telling stories. I was blessed to be able to attend Camp Erin for a couple of years, and Beth pulled me aside one day to talk to me about helping as a counselor. I was so excited to share what I had learned from my loss and help others who were struggling. I thought I had it all figured out, and for some reason, I thought that in the moment, I would be able to think of this perfect phrase, this perfect pick-me-up to tell the campers, to make it all better, to make everything feel okay again. But I realized I couldn't have done that because there is none. There is nothing that I can say that can make all their pain go away and make everything okay. And at the candle lighting ceremony, I had a group of 9 to 10-year-old girls crying their eyes out, and all I could do in that moment was be there for them and be that person of love for them. And let me tell you, that was one of the hardest things I've had to do. Yet the biggest moment for me as a counselor was the first time a kid told me he loved me. Aww. You don't realize the impact you have on these kids' lives. And on the flip side, they don't realize the impact they have on me. I truly do love these kids, and that's what makes Camp Erin special, is because it's just a camp full of love. And even though it's a weekend, it doesn't feel like that. And the impact, and I'm still learning from these kids, and they're learning from me. With any contribution to Camp Erin or Cara, you can have 100% confidence knowing that you will make a difference in people's lives. For goodness sakes, I'm 15 years old, and I am where I am today, and I am the person I am today because of Cara and Camp Erin. I know what direction I want to take my college major, and I discovered that helping other people is the easiest way to bring happiness to my own life. I'm so grateful for the love and support I have received over the years, and I can't wait to take what I've learned and continue to keep learning and help others in the future. Thank you.